Hey family, good morning. It's Reginald Martin of Kametaphysics Sacred Alchemy, where the ancient wisdom becomes modern awakening. I wanted to talk today about chosen people. Are you one of the chosen people? Okay, and I want to talk about this in the context of the esoteric meaning and the meaning that is beyond what we were taught, because chosen people is not what you think. And I had somebody ask this question, so about chosen people. Do I believe in chosen people? And they were saying that they didn't believe in chosen people and stuff like that. And so we got to put it in the context of how the ancients looked at this. So let's do a little education here, okay? And I want you to think just in terms of a lot of the things that I teach is about shifting from an external locus of control to an internal locus of control, okay? So in other words, when we were religious and Christian, we were taught that the Bible, the people in the Bible are historical, and just just that the Bible is a history book, basically. But when you start to really get into the esoteric meaning of a lot of these ancient texts like the Bible, you find that they are not talking about historical things. So even in the context of the city of Jerusalem, because that's going to come into play here, okay? And when we're talking about chosen people, but all of the stuff that became a part of the Bible that filtered down from ancient Egypt and Kemetic teachings has to do about the soul living on earth, okay? In other words, it's the soul, it's from the perspective of the soul living in a human body, living in the human or the physical realm, because for the ancients, the physical realm is actually like a projection, like a simulation, okay? And I hate to use this term, but it's a good idea, but I don't want to bring the negative connotation to it, but like living in the matrix, okay? So the matrix being the simulation of Neo, okay? The one, all right? So when we're talking about chosen people, it is not an outside God that is doing the choosing, okay? Because that's again, that was our orientation, that there is some being or some God that is outside of us or outside of humanity that is saying, hey, you're my chosen people. Well, family, that is going to go against the ancient teachings that we are the God, okay? That we are an extension of the Creator. So if that being the case, that we are the God and God chooses the chosen people, well, what does that say, you know? So what does that mean if we are the ones that are doing the choosing? How does that even work? And that's where we have to go into understanding that all of this stuff is about something internal. So we talk about the people in the context of the chosen people, they keep the law, okay? And again, we think in terms of laws that man-made laws that we're supposed to follow. But in actuality, keeping the law is about the universal laws, okay? You adhering to the universal laws, and not in the context of you saying you have to follow this law, but you express your life through these laws, okay? And just say the law of the Ma'at and the law of reciprocity, okay? When you keep that law, then you understand that what is outside of you, what's out there, what's life, is actually something reciprocating your vibrational essence, okay? So when you keep that law, then you understand that what you see as life, it is really feedback for you, and that it is from an inner state of being that is being projected outside of you, okay, or projected as your life. So in order to keep the law, you recognize reciprocity, and that you are the one creating outside. You're projecting your vibrational essence outside of you, okay? So when you keep the universal laws, then your vibrational essence, again, you know, it is something that is about you keeping yourself in balance. So again, going back to my eye, keeping balance. And when you keep that law, and you have the ability to, or when you have the ability to stay in balance, then you're keeping that law, okay? So in that sense, the chosen people are not an arbitrary God just saying, hey, you are my people. It's you as a God keeping the law, keeping in balance, and when you are living in peace and harmony within yourself, then you are a chosen people. You chose to live and keep the law. And again, this is not an external thing. It's just about how you're living life. That you're choosing to live life in peace, harmony, and balance, okay? And recognizing that when you see things in your life that are not to your liking, then you, as the God, have to create what you desire. And in order to create what you desire, you have to follow the laws of reciprocity, follow the laws of vibration. You have to follow the law of focus on what you desire in order to manifest it into your reality, okay? So keeping the law and chosen people is about your internal locus of control. It's about you following a way of life that brings you peace. And actually, the ancient meaning for Jerusalem, it was not an actual literal city. Jerusalem was based on an ancient term, Aru-Salem, okay? Aru, S-A-L-E-M, okay? And it actually meant, it was like it was a mythical city of peace and prosperity and abundance and, you know, blah, blah, blah. So it was a place of peace. But that place of peace was inside, okay? It's inside you. So when the chosen people get to live in Jerusalem, okay? Not a place out there, but a place in here, a place of peace in here. Okay, family? So all of this, these ideas of chosen people, God choosing people and stuff like that, it is only because we have been taught to think of God as separate and outside ourselves that we can accept this idea that there's going to be some group of people that are more chosen than the other, okay? And in a sense, there is a choosing of these people, but it's an inner choice. It's not somebody saying, oh, I like those people more than I like those people, okay? That's not where that's coming from. From the esoteric perspective, you, by following and keeping the law, and we're talking about universal laws, you are choosing to live in peace and harmony, or you're choosing to bring about a life that is going to bring you peace and harmony, okay? So that's the deeper deeper meaning of this. You know, it's not an arbitrary outside force that's saying, hey, I like you better than those other ones, okay? That's just not how it works. And it is a very, very powerful perspective, you know, to really grasp and understand that there's not something outside of us choosing people. It is us and how we're choosing to be, okay? How we're choosing to express our life and live our life in peace, balance, and harmony, all right? So that's gonna be the really the main thing here, okay? So the old idea of a God outside of us choosing somebody else, family, we got to grow, okay? We got to grow beyond that. We got to grow beyond, because those ideas end up really separating us and separating humanity. And that's just not the way it's supposed to be. You know, there's only one race, the human race. And that the chosen people are those of us who choose to find peace, balance, and harmony in our lives. And we connect with the same type people, okay? But it's not like us segregating ourselves from other people. I guess in a sense, you choosing to be around people that live in peace, balance, and harmony, seek positivity, seek the idea of you're the creator of your reality, stuff like that. So in that sense, but having some outside force, no, family, that's just not it, okay? So chosen people, yes, but God or somebody outside of you choosing those people, no, family, okay? So I hope that makes sense. Again, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on that. And I just, for me, it just makes more sense, and it keeps consistent with what the ancients were teaching, is that there's no God outside of us, that there is us. We are the gods, and we are the ones that are choosing ourselves, okay? And we choose to connect with those who live and think in a way that we do, okay? All right, family? All right. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. This is Reginald Martin, out.